time, I guess. But
and then when the grocery stores get empty, that's when you really start freaking out. That's when chaos ensues, I'd say.
Even in a scenario like that, I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know how, but
we could start the first cannibal tribe.
If they shut down the grocery stores and shit, what do you do, Johnny? Say everything's shut down, internet shut down, you're running low on supplies. What do you do? What do you do? Okay, go.
Well, dude, I was thinking how funny. If you start the cannibal tribe, right? But you actually just keep eating like a normal person, but you're part of the cannibals. So and you're part of the founding members.
No.
So you're part of the freaky people, but you're just eating. You eat all the shit that they eat the people, and you just eat all the people's food that they had.
No, that won't work though, because here's the thing about most cannibal tribes is it starts out out of necessity, but they start developing a spiritual, religious thing.
Oh yeah, I'll partake in all that stuff, make it look like it. Yeah, I'm ugh, just gross.
And then you fucking morph into the Wendigo, become a monster and shit.
No, but if shit goes down,
what do you do?
I'm fucked.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know,
dude.
I mean, it's whatever, dude. I don't have it in me to prepare for this shit. If shit goes down, I live day to day. I like to go get my groceries every day, buy what I want.
Same.
Buy a raw steak, cook it. I mean, I don't like to. Sometimes I'll buy a week's worth of food, but rarely anymore. I just like to go to the store every day. It's my life.
I enjoy it as well.
Things are going to change fundamentally for everyone if it becomes that's the case. I'll just fall in with what other people are doing, I guess. We got deer here to go deer hunting if we really needed to.
I'll tell you this, though. I'd let you get by pretty scot-free here by not pulling your weight with certain things. But I'm going to tell you right now, Johnny, if I think you're going to be a liability, I'll put you down fucking of mice and men style. Okay?
Off topic.
And honestly, I think you'd be thankful for that. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Entitled Millennials podcast. This is episode number 29. We're getting close to 30, guys. It's hard to believe we've been doing it 7 months now, about to hit our 30th episode. So thanks for all the love and support over the last few months. You guys are the ones that make this possible, our subscribers, our patrons. And thank you to all of our new patrons. We've had 3 new patrons under the $3 tier. We've had several $25 donations to our PayPal, so if you want to join the tribe in that way, you can. I'll leave all the links in the description for you guys. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, help us grow. You know the drill, like, share, tell your friends about us, all that. I know a lot of you guys have already been doing that, and we really appreciate it. The biggest thing you can do to support the podcast is subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/double_D. There you can access all of my written work, including poetry, flash fiction, and full-length short stories, all for less than what you spend on a cup of coffee or lunch every day. To further support the podcast, you can check out our sponsor, Bingley's Teas, at janeaustinteas.com. There you can find high-end teas handpicked and mixed by the lovely Miss Julia. Or visit Julia in person at 118 East 26th Street, suite number 208, to satisfy that deep tea addiction and to be taken on a tea tour of the world. All right, Johnny, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's hop into this bad boy, episode number 29. Glad to have you with us, guys. So, I woke up today, in my stupor and dying for a cup of coffee and a cigarette, how I start every morning. Right? And first thing I see, open up Facebook, which is always a mistake. I try to make a habit of not looking at social media until I've at least gotten the fuck out of bed.
Yeah.
Just because it's not good to plug in right away. But
see, I actually do, because you can get a good idea of something major happened just by a 20-second scroll through Facebook. Because if something major happened, a bunch of people shared it at once.
Well, yeah, and that's true, but and that's what happened today. But I don't like to do that. I like to get up and hopefully start my day a little bit so I can have the tools necessary to deal with something if it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And just right away I was laying there and I fucking saw that, and I'm sure all of our viewers saw this, that Tulsi Gabbard dropped out and endorsed Joe Biden. And I gotta say, that really fucked me up this morning. Like, it just felt like somebody punched me in the stomach, you know? So, what do you think about it, Johnny?
I saw someone say this on social media, and it's like, so is Biden now a Russian asset? I thought that was funny.
True, yeah. Yeah, for real. I don't know, do you have any thoughts about this, man? Like,
I mean, there's this weird, like, feeling that she would be the VP pick, but I just don't see that being the likelihood.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I think it just hurts her image to do it.
Yeah, dude,
if she's not getting something like that, it was a dumb move. Just like Andrew Yang's endorsement was the dumbest shit I've ever seen too.
Yeah, dude.
Why? Even if you are secretly like wanting, you're ruining your anti-establishment cred here. I just don't get it.
Yeah, that's the thing here.
Because, dude, like, Biden is very unlikely going to win. I don't know why you're...
I don't think he is at all.
It's like there's
no way.
It's almost like they're so blinded by the potential to get this power if he wins. They don't see that he's probably not going to.
Yeah, man.
People are dumb and easily forget things, though, so maybe I'm just overthinking things. Maybe they realize they can still run as an anti-establishment in 4 years and people are naive and won't remember the bullshit they've done.
Okay, so first I'll say this. You know, given Tulsi's record and the things she's been saying and what she did for Bernie in 2016, you know, this was, like I said, like a punch to the stomach, and it honestly really hurt. Like, out of all the primaries being lost and all this other stuff, this hurt more than anything so far. To me. Like, just to me personally. Like, you guys can see the lays sitting back there on top of Caesar Augustus. That was actually, she was in our town, Mason City. She gave a speech outside of the bar, and I had the opportunity to meet her. And, you know, I don't get roped up into personality, you know, but meeting her and shaking her hand and, like, giving her a hug and the way she was with my daughter and the speech that she gave, I got the sense, and you guys maybe disagree, but I got the sense, and you couple this with her record, that she's a genuine person who gives a fuck about this shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so, taking that, the fact that she did this...
I mean, this doesn't change that she still is that, potentially. She's probably just trying to... I don't know, because I also hate when people, like, will defend people even when they do fucked up shit. So I don't want to be like that, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's just depressing.
Yeah, it is, man.
It's happening exactly like I knew it was going to come down to this bullshit. I knew it was too good to be true to see Bernie doing so good. I was like, I knew something was going to happen. There's just no way. Life isn't good like that, dude.
Yeah.
It's too corrupt here.
Life isn't milk.
It was like
honey.
A fairy tale, dude. It's playing out like a magical fairy tale, and I was like, "There's just no way, dude. The hammer's coming,
dude. Yeah,
the evil dawn of."
Dude, I know.
I just knew it was coming, dude.
Yeah, we all had so much. Well, and you know what? Look, first off, let's say this: we're gonna keep fighting, like, no matter what. Like, here's the thing, but anyway, like on the Tulsi thing, the fact that she did this, given her record and given at least the impression that I got of her, tells me that there's something going on behind closed doors, and I would hope that she has a good reason for this. Like, I don't think it was an easy decision. And even the stuff that she said, and I was listening to a thing of her too, what she said was, I may not agree with Vice President on every issue. I know that he has a good heart and is motivated by his love for our country and the American people. That was in a campaign email.
It should also be pointed out, though, she's never gone at Biden in the debates or in any statements. She's never attacked Biden personally. Like not in a personal way, just even in a major political way. She's never gone at Biden. Almost like there's been a
understanding or she has like a perspective of maybe how things are going to go. But she went on to say, I'm confident that he will lead our country guided by the spirit of aloha, meaning respect and compassion, and thus help heal the divisiveness that has been tearing our country apart. Now, and I listened to a thing of her too, and I get the sense that this was like a begrudging thing.
Well, she also makes it sound like she wants to stay in Congress, where I thought she wasn't going to run again.
Oh, really?
And it almost gives credence, and I'm not saying I believe this, but we should bring it up. Was she running to siphon off votes from Bernie, and then in the end she just didn't get much support? But was that the goal, to maybe hurt Bernie?
I
don't know. Thought about now.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, honestly, I just so badly don't want her to be a shill. You know,
I find it hard to believe that she is in every major way that you would think of.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
If she is or was a shill, she did a really good job of fooling us, man. You know, but it just based on the way that her like little speech was and the emails and things I've read, it seems like she did this almost begrudgingly. And I'm sure, just like with Yang, they promised her something, and in my heart of hearts, hoping that she's a good person and truly is a progressive, it's my thought that whatever they offered her, be it VP or be it this, that, or the other thing, it's that doing this and sacrificing her image or whatever, she can hopefully do the greater good in whatever the position is. This is just, and like, this is just like if the case is a good case. I just think
political miscalculations are taking place on the left right now to fall behind the establishment. The people don't want it, and you're not going to get the voters. All you're doing is pissing the people off. Or you should be leading like a third party movement. I don't know. Something should be going on.
Well, yeah, I seen a meme, you know.
Falling in behind this establishment. Joe Biden, of all people, too. Couldn't it be a Ben, like, God, at least Pete Buttigieg was young. Dude, it's just so depressing as Biden.
And had some charisma a little bit.
Like, can't the puppet at least be someone, like...
Oh, I know.
I just want to see, like, Biden gets the coronavirus, they say, and then they just run.
I'm hoping for Hillary Clinton.
I mean, that'd be fucking poetically hilarious.
I would just, at this... I would... Oh, my God. I don't even know.
I see the convention's it's probably gonna be canceled because like everything's so conveniently gonna happen that they're not. I don't know, man. It's just.
Yeah.
I knew there was gonna be some bullshit this whole time.
Shit.
I've just
there's a lot of it though. More than I expected.
I knew it was.
So did I, but I wasn't like really.
This whole time I've been like, it's too good to be true. I see all the good shit, and I'm just. I just knew it, man.
Yeah. So, but I like what you're saying about. Political miscalculation, because like when I look at Tulsi and maybe even when I look at Yang, I don't see like evil, pure, even careerists. I see people that care about the country, care about people for the most part. We can make an argument against Yang, but with Tulsi anyway. And you know they got promised something, and also they're probably afraid of another Trump administration, and they're kind of drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit. But that's the thing, man. I think you're right. Of like, this is a political miscalculation because, man, I went on the deep dive into like all the comments of all. There was like for every 1,000, roughly, there was one that was like trying to be understanding, like how I've kind of been on the podcast here of trying to be like of like now, maybe there's a reason for this, and it's like not her just complete status in the back. I saw like maybe a couple comments. Thousands of them were just like, and I did like a.
If Biden is the nominee, the Democratic Party is fucked. They've lost a whole young generation almost, I think, dude. Yeah, you're going to get some people who are like, dude, we got to stop Trump.
But it ain't going to be enough.
But, dude, you're not going to be able to shame the progressive people who have been behind Bernie into voting Biden. It's not going to work. Especially as Biden says he will not sign a Medicare for All bill if it got put on his desk. What?
Yeah.
And then if he does say shit, he's just full of shit anyways. Dude, right when he gets in, it's going to be Wall Street that runs that fucking administration, dude.
Well, and that's the thing, too. Let's say, if we're going to stay on the good end of the shit of why they did the things they did, and Tulsi in particular, they're making promises. They're making promises. You can't guarantee that they're not going to keep those promises.
Are you really going to, even if you're Tulsi and you're promised something, how are you really going to fall for it? And then when he actually gets it, he's going to be like, fuck you. That's what's going to happen.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Does she really believe that she's going to be given a position of major power if she's really against all this major shit?
Yeah.
He's the epitome of everything she claims to be against in government.
Yeah, I know, man. God damn it, Tulsi. Why?
Bernie's coming, dude. He's going to tell us to vote Biden soon, too, I bet.
Yeah, probably. Well,
I read he's not dropping out.
That's what I have seen as well.
And also, I did see on MSNBC they're saying how many people are going to die because Bernie won't drop out. Because
that's the new narrative.
Dude, why aren't we just delaying the election? And then Jimmy Dore shared that video of the Arizona guy. He was some official. Did you watch?
We're gonna play that later for people.
He closes down like a bunch of polling stations, saying it's because of the virus. And dude, he just realizes he's so full of shit. Literally stops mid sentence and says, "I can't do this," and walks off.
Yeah.
They're using the virus as a reason to voter suppression. It's fucked up because when you'd either delay the election or open a bunch more places so there's not a bunch of people in one spot.
Yeah.
But instead.
Yeah, that would have been the thing.
It's fucked up.
That would have been the thing, is to delay the election. As much as I'd hate to see that, because it's not like this
exit
thing
polls
needs to be
are way off, dude.
Yeah.
It's just so much bullshit, man. And nothing's gonna happen.
So
we'll look back in history at the coronavirus, not at a rigged election.
It's a perfect little rug to sweep it all underneath, So, here's the thing. We're all gonna look. We're gonna keep fighting. No matter what happens, no matter how bad shit gets, we have to keep fighting. And look, obviously, this shit's rigged. It's fucking blatant. And obviously, there's all this bullshit. And the progressive movement's taking a lot of hits right now. But I refuse to lay down my hope until the day I hear Joe Biden's name spoken as the nominee at that convention. Because the fucker could die.
I firmly believe Biden will not make... Well... It can't be Biden as the nominee. They got to do something wacky. They got to they got to give us a little something, which still won't probably work, but they got to do Biden.
I know. And you even hear on the mainstream media, they're talking about like he's not fit for this shit. So you can tell that there's something going on.
Dude, there's a video of where his wife that you sent.
We'll play that too. Yeah, we'll get into that. I'm already way ahead of you on all this shit, man.
It's just so disturbing to me.
So yeah, dude, I honestly think Bernie probably sees everything going on and he knows that shit's rigged, right? But he's staying in it, like, just because, like, in the back of his head in the campaign is probably even telling him, like, dude, there's a chance this fucker could be deemed unfit or just dies on stage. And so he's like staying in it for that reason, I feel like.
Yeah, but they won't give it to Bernie even if that's the case. Well, that's the fucking problem.
Well, and I agree. But still, you might as well. If there's even a 1% chance that he dies and there's nothing else, I mean, you got to stay in, right? And beyond even the reality of can it be done or not, you got to stay in for the pure fucking moral of it.
I heard someone say this. I can't remember what I was listening to on YouTube, but it was definitely from someone on YouTube, an independent journalist, something. They said Bernie Sanders is a revolutionary and like a Washington, D.C. politician mindset. And you know what? I agree with that statement quite a bit. I don't know, man. Bernie could have fought harder this election. And you know what? It was working at first to have the strategy of play nice. It was working.
Yeah.
But when they all coalesced around Biden, strategy needed to change. And yes, I do think it's even potentially rigged. You look at the exit polls, shit's not adding up.
Yeah.
But if you take that aside, because if it's rigged with voting machines, dude, there's nothing Bernie could have done.
Yeah.
And I do think that's potentially the case.
Yeah.
But if you look at through the official lens,
sure,
Bernie should have gone at Biden with the fucking knife, dude. Like, just tore into his character, because it's, dude, he's not your friend, and he's not a really decent person, dude. Doesn't matter if he's nice. Not. Look at what he's done, as it makes him a piece of shit.
That was another political miscalculation, and we watched that video of that one woman.
Well,
what's her name? That one woman, you showed me a video of her.
Nikki Const?
Yes. You showed me a video of her, and she said, we're going to look back on this as a series of political miscalculations that fucked us. And, even if it's rigged, there's nothing that could have been done. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't still play the game like you can win. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that was, a series of bad mistakes. Because at the moment when people were coming around Biden, shortly after that, even the mainstream media started to talk about how he's probably not fit. Such a perfect moment to fucking bring that dagger out.
That last debate was so depressing to me with Biden, because Biden fucking held his own. I was like, and then Bernie
I was surprised by that.
Well, Bernie lets him slide on shit, dude.
I know.
What do you? And it's Bernie's intentionally letting him slide. It's not like Bernie doesn't know how to. Dude, what makes Bernie great is those videos of him tearing into people.
I know.
He knows what he's doing. He's just letting it happen, dude.
Yeah, because he's still, like you said, a revolutionary trying to play the politics game, the DC mindset or whatever. And it's like, it's unfortunate because you should have just tore into it. Because you know why he's doing what he's doing. It's because, like, if he does lose, and he might even suspect that he will, he wants to get Trump out of office, but it's like,
well,
dude,
there's also this idea you can't go too hard against another Democrat.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Dude, the Republicans are already labeling Biden. Dude, they literally ran an ad, like, showing all his fuck-ups, or a couple of them, and they're like, it makes you wonder.
Yeah.
And it does, and that ad right there is going to win Trump the election. And then Trump's about to give us all money.
Yeah.
You think he's, yeah, the camera's jacked.
Yeah, sorry,
but
guys.
do you think... Dude, people are gonna be. Trump's just gonna win big now, dude. I've just come to that conclusion. Trump's winning re-election for sure.
Well, dude, and that's
unless he really fucks up this whole coronavirus thing.
Yeah, but he did
That's
a
what gives
populist
me hope
move.
we're gonna get that fat check because,
dude,
he's trying to win re-election.
There's so much going on right now.
I know.
There's so much.
Dude, that's the thing.
It's wild.
How perfect is it? We can't focus on the fucking rigged bullshit because there's so much other shit to be worried and focused on.
Dude, I saw this article that talked about, you know, the whole thing about the Republicans being the one to advocate for fucking.
Dude, Democrats are actually fighting it.
I know, and here's what's fucked up. This article that I read, and it was drawing parallels to like the Weimar Republic during the time leading up to Nazi Germany.
Oh yeah.
The fucking National Socialists took power because they were economic populists. Like, dude, they were, and this is gonna probably come back to stab me in the back and go against something I've said before, but this kind of changed my perspective a little bit. They were socialists, but they were socialists just economically. They didn't have they had the complete opposite agenda of like peace and love and like understanding and inclusion and shit. You know what I'm saying? They were socialists in that the government was going to help working class people, get people jobs, give people a social safety net, blah blah blah. And the point that this article was making was like, if the fucking Republican Party, which is becoming increasingly more fascist, goes left economically before we do, this country's heading towards dark shit. And that fucking, I read that and I was like, dude, that was a fucking missing piece. We've talked about all these parallels.
We're definitely heading towards dark shit. You can tell, dude. You can just feel it in the air. Dude, there's like a panic in the air too. I don't know if partly it's the pandemic, but it's more than that, dude. Yeah, it's like, dude, it's like all hope has been lost in this nation, it feels like to me. It's weird. I'm over exaggerating because some people are hurrahing as Trump comes in. Their hope is not lost. Their hope is... Yeah, dude, just because of the virus. Things are coming, and we've talked about this on the most recent podcasts too. This is a transitional period in history. Yep. And it means it's going to be turbulent. And you saw that post I made with like the red and blue pill or whatever. Yeah. The main thing I was making is like the current paradigm is in its death throes. And the death throes are going to be fucking terrible, and it's going to cause a lot of shit. So like, you know, I want to mention this because like, I'm not going to do this during the COVID-19 thing because this isn't when shit's going to really hit the fan, but this is like a precursor in a way. Mm-hmm. I am going to start prepping shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to make that basement, like, I'm just going to make sure we have supplies. Because, dude, the way shit's going, I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's not going to end well, dude. I mean, the economy's tank. Dude, every time they turn the stock market back on, they have to shut it off emergency right away. I mean, it's fucked up. Yeah, all you can do is laugh because we're literally experiencing something right as it's happening. And it's just, you realize when things are going bad, no one wants to think things are going bad. But all around you, you see things are going bad. And you're like, feels like things are going bad, but everyone's trying to act like it's normal. And even you yourself are like, it's probably going to be fine. But it also gives me somewhat hope in this weird way, because when you see how things go really bad in the movies and shit, it's like, it's not how things actually are. Like, people want to be inherently good, I think most people do. So if things aren't as bad as they could be. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. We also live in small town Iowa. Yeah. So when shit hits the fan in big cities, we got a little bit of a buffer zone, and we got meth heads that protect the area. You know, they wander the woods. Yeah, and they're just like, dude, and that's funny on two levels, man. Because those dope heads,
you know how they get when they're spun out for days. They really think, like, we had that one neighbor that was like was convinced that her carbon monoxide detector. Yeah. She took her carbon monoxide detector out because she thought it was like a government like thing spying on her.
Yeah.
These people during dark times are all spun out on glass. They will be going out in the woods being like, I'm protecting my town.
Well, dude, you know how we could get armed guards for Mason City? Just supply all the dope, has all the dope they want, give them the guns, and they just protect them. Get to do all the dope they want, and they protect the city. I think that's like a solid plan.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until they shoot somebody random in the woods, though. So during the dark times, if you're coming around the Mason City area, make sure you wear an orange vest so you don't get shot by our dope.
Oh, and I do. You said vest. I do want to say I think like the future for the progressive movement has to be a vest, of yellow vest like movement. Occupy Wall Street in a bigger way. I don't really know, and we need to do something with electoral politics, but I don't know if it's going to be within the Democratic Party. I don't think
so either. And actually, this is one of the things I wanted to talk to. Let's say Bernie. I'm going to continue to say Bernie's going to win the nomination, even if I'm just going to keep saying it.
I've already come to the conclusion he isn't.
Well, I came to that. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm keeping the hope alive. If I hear Biden's name on the stage that day of, all right. But until then, we're going to keep fighting, and I'm going to have that mindset of fucking cult fanaticism. I don't give a shit. But what I'm trying to say is, if, Bernie loses, what do you do after that day? What, like, you personally, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to write in Bernie? Are you going to vote for somebody else?
I don't know. It's too early to discuss these things.
To you, does it depend also on what Bernie says and does a little bit in the light of that?
Not really at all.
Well, like, let's say we could speculate on this happening or not. The way things are going now, I'd speculate that this wouldn't be the case. But things like Jane Sanders said back in 2018, if the DNC doesn't, whatever, then there needs to be a third party. I mean, you hope for that?
Start seeing major people start doing it. Dude, we have to, like, movements need leaders, I think. Like, we can't,
yes, they do.
Like, they need to start showing leadership and doing something then, because until then, I just have no real hope right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we've literally just lost. We're winning the battle for these months. Like, it was looking fucking good. Mm-hmm. And then the war it feels like it's being lost.
I don't think that some of our progressive leaders will not come out and advocate for a third party. I see all the supporters pushing for it.
Well, here's how I know it's going to be bad. Okay. Like, I kind of look forward to seeing Trump embarrassing Biden. I kind of look forward to it because I fucking.
Well, yeah, if we can't.
But that's not good.
Yeah.
Because it's just not good, dude. Because I don't want to look forward to that.
Like you said, if Bernie doesn't win, we're getting 4 more years of Trump. That's it.
That's my firm belief.
That's it.
I mean, maybe Biden could win because things have to go sour with this virus deal, I think, and Trump's fucked.
But I
then, I don't know.
I don't think because there's so many people that are gonna vote for him just because fuck you. Also,
it's also just crazy to me how everything's the president's fault. Like, if it was a liberal president, the Republican, all these Trump supporters would be like, it's all the fucking president's fault. But with Trump, it's just, there's no way. And I don't think it's all the president's fault, even with this coronavirus shit, even though Trump could have handled it better.
Yeah, he could.
Way better, I think.
Like, imagine Bernie.
From what I understand.
Bernie in that scenario.
It would have. Well, dude, yeah. There's so much I want to talk about, not enough time. Dude.
I know it.
I'm so pissed off.
I know it. Well, that's the thing, too. The silver lining of this COVID-19 situation is, like, dude, all the shit that Bernie talked about, it's like hitting a lot of people in the face, like, oh, I get it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they only get it for superficial reasons.
I know.
It pisses me off.
I know, but still, it's there. And here's the thing that I say, too, is just because these progressive leaders and Bernie and stuff are playing the game right now while the Democratic primary is still going, it doesn't tell me that a third party question or third party is completely out of the question.
It needs to be. I don't know, man. It's bigger than us at this point. With shit needs to.
Like, I could even see them holding off until after November because they still kind of hope Biden will win and beat Trump. But I could still and this is all speculative and whatever. That's what we do on this podcast. But I could see after that, I could see them starting to build a third party.
Dude, I honestly think if
that could
Biden does win, man, it's going to be even darker times because we're going to get a far right winger after him, dude.
Yeah, because people will kind of become...
Because his VP they're going to try to shove the VP he chooses as the next presidential nominee.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guaranteeing it now. It's going to be Stacey Abrams as his VP choice.
I'm betting that as well.
Or I don't think Kamala Harris. I don't know what she provides. Stacey Abrams is the more random, and she was screwed out of being governor. She's been to all the. She was just at the Bilderberg group meetings. Mm-hmm. They've been floating her as the VP pick for months. Corporate media.
What is that called?
They've been prepping our minds.
That, and then they're. The fact that she went to the Bilderberg and shit, they're like bringing her into the fold like officially now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Tulsi, like, dude, you know this stuff. You know the political waters. If you made this decision purely based on some false promise that you know is, what the fuck, you know?
I mean, I just thought.
Yeah, so some crazy shit. I wanted to touch on this too. Have you seen some of Yang's tweets recently?
Yeah, dude. I almost feel like it's a bot or something, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I don't know. Because I guess you should explain the tweets more.
Okay, so there was a tweet a while back, I think somewhat shortly after Yang endorsed him, I think, like probably a couple weeks, where Yang tweeted out that Joe Biden just committed to choosing a woman of color as his VP pick, and then he's like, but he didn't tell me that when I spoke with him, kind of alluding in the subtle way that he was promised a VP pick and that's why he endorsed him. And then there's this other tweet recently, I don't know who the tweet was from, but it was something about Bernie. It was like, it would have been cool if you endorsed him, and then Yang tweeted back, it would indeed have been cool. And well, let's say it's not.
That's why it feels like a bot. Like, why is he?
Well, but how would a bot be on his? Because it was his official Twitter, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I think bots. That's what I'm saying, man. I think I don't know. I think they use bots for Twitter a lot with people. Like, I don't know.
Like, well, I don't see.
It's weird. I read like an article, so I might just be spouting bullshit. But who knows? Why is he going nutty and it almost makes more sense to just be a bot or someone hacked his profile or a staffer that's pissed off. I doubt it's Andrew.
Okay, well,
like,
true.
It would stun me. Like, why are you being a weirdo?
But even if it was a bot or some staffer that was pissed, it's his Twitter. At the end of the day, he could take that down and shut it down.
But has he?
I don't know.
That's the thing.
I guess if that's the case, then maybe we could make the assumption it was a bot or an inside deal. But I don't know. And the fact that there's been, and this is only two that I've told you about, there's been a couple other like responses to tweets that are on the same line.
Well, you're a dumbass if he's a dumbass and if he's falling for Biden's bullshit.
Yeah.
God.
But I just think it's kind of funny, like, if we take this as actually having come from him or he's writing off on it, it's
supposedly boy wonder over your boy genius with his grand plan, and you're fucking falling for establishment fucking politic bullshit.
I know, and it's just funny, like, to see him, it would have indeed been cool. It's like him being like, oh, I fucked up, you know? I'd like to believe that's the case anyway. But, and if it is, it's like obvious that he's regretting it. It's like, yeah, just like you said, another fucking miscalculation and misstep on the, and not that he's even particularly progressive, although UBI is a progressive idea. Just another misstep on the actual left side of politics. Stupid. And we can't afford it, man. Can't afford it at all. Yeah, you know, this country needs Bernie, and we don't fucking deserve him with how fucking stupid we are, with how stupid people are. It saddens me. And Bernie is just such a good man, too. I'm sure you guys have probably already seen this down the grapevine, but I want to play this TikTok of Bernie that his grandson got, because it's just like, you can just see he's a regular fucking guy like us, man. And it's just devastating that they're gonna, like, what's that meme that you share, Johnny? There's no room for a good person.
Yeah,
man.
In a corrupt system or something like that.
Yeah, and it's just so true, dude. And like this TikTok, it just shows like he's a regular guy like us. He's a grandpa who loves his family. And it's just extra bummer when you think about how old Bernie is, and he's fought for so hard for so long, and these are his golden years, and he should be spending them with his family. You know how much he loves them. And he's out here still fighting for us. And that's, again, though, why we need to keep fighting for him no matter what the fuck happens, and keep fighting for this agenda no matter what happens. Look at all the things Bernie took on the chin and keeps going. Look at all the stuff he sacrificed his whole life, you know. But anyway, I just want to play this for you guys. This is Bernie.
Are you a zombie?
I was woken up from a very deep sleep by some little kid who promised me a zillion, cadillion, a billion times. Well, that brought about a strange change in my DNA. Now, I have become uncontrollably a monster who's gonna eat up little kids who wake me up. I see a little kid who's gonna wake me up. That kid is in very deep.
But yeah, so that was, if you haven't seen the TikTok, that was just the audio from it, obviously. But it's Bernie, like, getting woken up from a nap, which is something I'm sure he fucking desperately needs. You know, grandkids probably being loud woke him up, and he's coming down the stairs acting like a zombie, just being silly, you know. And I seen that, and it just kind of bums you out even more what they're doing to him, man, because he's a good guy, you know. But I don't know. We're not done yet. We'll keep fighting. We'll keep doing all these things no matter what happens with the nomination. You know, the issues are in the sphere now, and I don't think they're ever not going to be. Like, there's people, the people that were going to vote for Bernie this time around, and the people that are Bernie or bust, they're not going to compromise on their issues ever. Like, we have a life, like, I know you're not, I know I'm not, I know dozens of people of my own in personal life that will never compromise on their fucking issues, and will keep talking about them, it's not going anywhere, you know what I mean? It might.
But now I'm afraid of what's our goal is going to be co-opted by people who seem like they're with us now, but they're actually secretly not.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, I think they're going to take that agenda and use it as like a talking point, and then once they get into the halls of power, not.
Oh, they'll really make us believe. Someone is going to really make us believe they're staying with it. They're going to seem uncorrupted for years, I think.
Yeah, and that is a good point. But like, even a good example is like Beto O'Rourke when we first started hearing about him. You remember what I mean? Like, he kind of seemed like.
No, I knew. It was bullshit the whole time though.
I don't know. Did you though? Because I remember you talking about him almost in a positive light.
I liked that one speech he gave, but dude, like,
which one was
just
that?
Gotta look into these people, dude. They're full of shit.
I guess that was probably just the initial period.
He's a right-wing congressman, right-wing Democrat.
Yeah,
like I looked it up right.
Married to an oil heiress, isn't he?
Yeah, like I don't fall. I'm saying they're gonna find someone who rises up like very progressively and never takes the money, but secretly, like, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna fucking do it, but they're gonna do it. They're gonna try to do it.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But
just in a negative mindset at this point.
No, dude, I don't even blame you. But I do feel like, I don't know. I do feel like people are going to. The thing about this mindset or this perspective that we have as progressives is like, it's almost like an empathetic. It's like an empath thing, where you just like instinctively pick up on the bullshit. You know what I mean? And I don't think you and I are alone in having that gift.
That's what I'm saying, but they're, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's just.
I just even think even if they run somebody, I think you just know, like, when you look at somebody if they're a piece of shit or not. And I think so many of us in the Bernie campaign are like that. Not that they couldn't pull the wool over our eyes, but it's gonna have to be a good fucking act.
That's what I'm saying.
Like some Oscar award winning.
That's what I'm saying, though, dude.
But can they find someone that good? I mean, there's all these things that have to fall in place for that to be the case, man. But
yeah, that's down the road and everything. But I don't fucking know.
Yeah. So what do you think about this Trump check, John boy?
I'm ready for the Trump check, dude. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna look back at Trump and I'm gonna be like, shitty president, but we got that check.
Yeah, man.
While they fucking rigged the primaries and distracted us with this virus, which very well it probably is as bad as they're saying. I mean, I don't want to get it.
Yeah, but still.
I'm gonna enjoy that check because my job's fine right now. So
hey, yo, I got a daughter, so I get the 1,000 plus 500 more, boy. And
I'm secretly hoping we get more than 1,000.
Well, here's the thing. And, you know, Bernie's pushing for more in the Senate, too. This is just the first drop, and they've already talked about 2 checks.
I just don't want a lockdown here. I'm still going out on a bike if they fucking put us on lockdown.
Yeah, you hear in Seattle they have martial law right now, essentially.
Well,
in everything but the name.
That's the one thing nice about living in small town Iowa, man. It's going to be...
Yeah. Well, you know...
And you know what? I was laughing at everyone with the fucking toilet paper shit because we always are stocked up on toilet paper, so it's like...
Yeah, that's...
But I went to get rubbing alcohol today because I needed to clean something. Why is everyone buying the rubbing alcohol, dude? You fuckers. They finally got me on something. I'm pissed, dude. I was like, wow. It's gone everywhere, the rubbing alcohol.
You know what's
People
funny?
really are doomsday prepping. Maybe we're the dumb ones for not, but fuck, it's pissing me off.
Yeah, man. I think it is
Everywhere
funny.
I go, no rubbing alcohol.
You know what the thing about me though is, and like growing up how I did is, I can do with absolutely nothing. Like I don't care. It's not ideal. It makes me a little bit, but literally, I'll eat fucking rice and beans and like whatever kind of protein I can get my hands on for years. I don't give a fuck.
You know what?
Like I can survive this shit.
You know,
I don't need toilet paper. I don't need shampoo. I don't need oil. I don't need shit. I can live without it, man. It's not ideal. You know what I need? And the thing that'll get me on though, if I can't wake up, have my fucking coffee and a cigarette, bitch, I'm gonna get unhappy.
You know what would freak me out and realize we're in dark times? If they cut the internet.
Oh yeah.
I'd be like, oh, we're fucked, huh?
Yeah. What do you do then, man? That is. Because it's wild how much we take for granted that I pick up this little thing and I'm fucking linked in instantly with everybody around the world. And they take that away. Or if they shut down the cell phone services. Fuck, bro. What do you do in those scenarios? You just kind of try to go about your life. That's all you can do. We got lots of books, so... You know what I mean? Probably be nice for a little while, to be honest. But focus on my writing. Try to pass the time, I guess. But
and then when the grocery stores get empty, that's when you really start freaking out. That's when chaos ensues, I'd say.
Even in a scenario like that, I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know how, but you know,
we could start the first like cannibal tribe.
If they shut down the grocery stores and shit, what do you do, Johnny? Say everything's shut down, internet shut down, you're running low on supplies. What do you do? What do you do? Okay, go.
Well, dude, I was thinking how funny. You start the cannibal tribe, right? But you actually just keep eating like a normal person, but you're part of the cannibals. So like, and you're part of the founding members.
No.
So you're part of the freaky people, but you're just eating. You eat all the shit that they eat the people, and you just eat all the people's like food that they had.
No, that won't work though, because here's the thing about most cannibal tribes is it starts out out of necessity. But they start developing like a spiritual, like religious thing.
Oh yeah, I'll partake in all that stuff, make it look like it. Yeah, I'm like, ugh, just gross.
And then you fucking morph into the Wendigo, become a monster and shit.
No, but if shit goes down,
what do you do?
I'm fucked.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know,
dude.
I mean, it's whatever, dude. I don't have it in me to prepare for this shit. If shit goes down, I live day to day. I like to go get my groceries like every day, buy what I want.
Same.
Buy a raw steak, cook it. I mean, I don't like to... Sometimes I'll buy a week's worth of food, but rarely anymore. I just like to go to the store every day. It's my life.
I enjoy it as well.
Things are going to change fundamentally for everyone if it becomes that's the case. I'll just fall in line with what other people are doing, I guess. We got deer here to go deer hunting if we really needed to.
I'll tell you this, though. I'd let you get by pretty scot-free here by not pulling your weight with certain things. But I'm going to tell you right now, Johnny, if I think you're going to be a liability, I'll put you down fucking of mice and men style. Okay? Like,
you know, off topic.
And honestly, I think you'd be thankful
off
for
topic.
that, wouldn't you?
You know how that's a dramatic scene? I'm not even going to comment on what you just said.
I'm just saying.
You know how that's a dramatic scene, that movie?
Okay.
We watched it in class. And I'm sitting, when he did, the whole class just started laughing, roaring in laughter. And I'm just sitting there watching all these kids laugh at this fucked up movie scene. It's like, wow, we're fucked up, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I was because I had read the book and I was like, damn, it's dramatic. But kids just found it.
Well, they didn't read the fucking book because fucking people don't.
I mean, it's still a fucked up scene, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I always think about that.
But yeah, this did put things in perspective, and like I don't want to join in the hysteria and shit right now, but and you know how my dad is. My dad lives with us here, and he definitely has a touch of PTSD from the rough life he's led, and him. The thing about him is he'd be nice to have on our side a little bit because he is into like knows how to do shit and like. But this does put in perspective, like, it doesn't hurt to have a month's supply of dried goods and essentials and shit. Mm-hmm. And I think I was honestly kind of thinking about it. I'm like, it'd be I'm trying to bond with my dad. A great way to bond with my dad, literally, and this is just how, but a great way to bond with my dad would be like, hey, Dad, do you want to work together just to have like a prep station in the basement? He would love that. And I think I'm going to do that. So it's going to be one, prepare for the dark times that we know are coming, be it revolution or civil meltdown. They're coming eventually, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know when, but they're coming. Might be 10 years yet, but they're coming. Okay? So prepare for that and have some nice quality time with my father. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, man, if they shut down the grocery stores and shit, I'd just...
I mean, they're already limiting when you can go now. Fairway closes at 7, Hy-Vee closes at 8. What the fuck is going on?
That's fine. They're rationing.
Walmart's closing at 11.
Yeah, they're rationing shit out too. Even at Target where I work, they're rationing shit out. Like you can only get 2 things.
I mean, it's a little concerning. I'm not gonna lie.
They should have done that in the first place, because then you're not gonna run out of shit.
Well, dude, that's the thing. Why are you letting people buy carts full of motherfuckers?
They should have done that the moment.
Common sense, right away. Nip it in the bud as a manager.
The first week that this shit happens, where people start impulse buying, prepping, immediately. You let it fly that 1 week.
That's the thing. These corporations are letting it happen. It's so stupid.
It's fucking money, bro.
I get the... yeah, but dude... Mm-hmm. It just shows how weak our system is, man.
And
it has shown a major exploit even for warfare, I think.
What do you mean?
Who knows? They've just seen how we react to certain things now in a way that's never really been shown on a grand scale. This ain't good.
Yeah.
We're fucking idiots.
Interesting case study for sure. But that was a fun little interlude there. Oh, one last thing on it. What I'm going to do, if everything shuts down and I'm completely unprepared, there's, those fuckheads that we talked about in our city government and shit?
Yeah.
I'm going to get my guns. I'm going to go take their shit.
You're stupid.
Because they're fucking assholes, dude. Like the really rich fucking douchebags. Wherever every community has them, the ones that don't give a fuck, you go to their house and you take their shit.
No, dude, but it's fucked up that we're even like joking around with this stupid shit.
The times we live in, dude.
Dude, it's not good times, man. It is concerning me more and more, but
the train's coming to a fucking end, brother. Anyway, let's get back into some of the subjects at hand here, because there's a couple things I wanted to talk about specifically, but I know it's fucked up, but 2020 is our year. I'm still going to make it a positive year, coronavirus.
Dude, and May was supposed to be my month. Jimmy Dore on the 1st. Joe Rogan in Des Moines on the fucking 15th. And if they cancel that... Dude,
then we're going to riot.
May was supposed to be my fucking month, dude.
I had plans.
Seriously.
Yeah. I know.
Fuck, dude.
I know, man. I think it'll be all right. We'll see. But on the topic of Biden being an absolute piece of shit, oh man, he's so fucked up. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I do want to. Why is this off? I do want to play this for you of Biden. This was a victory speech, right? This is what you were talking about earlier in the podcast. Is a victory speech, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be. You got to see the visual though to really understand. It just looks so weird.
Oh, that's true. But I can still try to play the audio. So this is Biden giving a victory speech, guys. And he just fucking freezes completely. And I think it's right off the bat here. And then what happens is his wife comes on the stage to like save him. And you can even after she comes on and saves him and kind of tries to direct him off the stage, and then she goes off the stage, She fucking has to. He gets like confused up there, and then she has to call his name again. So yeah, take a listen to this, guys. It's fucking wild. This is the biggest fuck up I've seen so far, and we've seen a lot of them from him. So
we have to step up and care for one another. Thank you all. Thank you all for
I
listening.
don't know if you guys can see this or not, but
Oh, thanks. Okay.
It's time to talk about dementia. Symptoms of dementia can include memory loss, difficulties with thinking.
I love that little transition there too, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. That honestly, I don't feel bad for him, but that in that moment, I felt bad for him because he's so confused. He doesn't know where he's at, dude. He doesn't know. And then when his wife comes up and she's like, Joe, and he's like, oh, hey.
Dude,
no,
just, but it's fucking so concerning, dude. What is going on, dude? It's the illusion of choice that they want us to have. And how sad is it that they have to do this for the guy who's, like, growing that? Like, that's not their... They don't want Joe Biden. They
want somebody powerful, but...
But...
Dude, just that part, guys, when he's, like... When his wife comes on and, like, touches him because he's, like, confused. That's sad as fuck because he's like, oh...
I don't care, though.
Thank you, honey.
Scumbag.
No, but, like, you can just...
I have no sympathy.
Okay, look, though. I'm just saying, like... If that were anybody else, it would be the saddest fucking thing you ever saw in your life, dude. And, like, I can't even believe that was real.
How the fuck... Dude, how's he like that? But then he was so on for the debate, dude.
Yeah,
how much Adderall did they pump him with?
They gave him something.
Dude.
The blood of young children.
Dude, literally, what's that called? Androchrome or something? You could look into it. There's some weird shit with that. But anyways...
They did something to bring him back from the dead. You're going to go down the rabbit hole if
you look that up. Androchrome. I don't even know.
Androchrome, yeah.
Going down the rabbit hole with that.
They did something, dude. They brought him back from the fucking dead.
They, like, summoned Lord Baphomet.
To, like, possess him and, like, fucking...
For 2 hours, Joe Biden will be the man he once was. But then, his soul will leave forever. And now we just have this empty shell.
And this was after that, so this is like the repercussions. Now he's even worse than before. Because it's like a drug where it's like, the withdrawals.
Fuck, man. I had to shut the debate off when I was listening to it at work. I was like, dude, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Well, man, like, dude, I'll never dislike Bernie Sanders. He's like a hero when it comes to, like, pushing.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you agree with what he did in every situation, right?
He had to go for the throat, and he just didn't do it, man.
He fucked up, Bernie.
Thing is, though, he might have already come to acceptance that they're rigging it. Like,
that's true.
I don't know, man. It's hard to fight when you know you're being screwed.
There are lawsuits in motion, and...
Dude, that's the thing, though. Bernie doesn't really talk about those, man. He doesn't get it.
I know. Dude, why wouldn't you
There's something weird, man.
What do you think it is?
I don't know,
What do you think it is?
Shit's spooky.
Yeah, but what?
It's fucking spooky.
Okay,
I don't know.
Who
knows?
I'll give you 5 seconds and give me a pitch of an idea of what you think is going on.
It's so dark, I don't even want to go into what it might be.
What do you mean?
Who knows, man? I don't know.
What's in your imagination, though? It has to be... You have to have some...
things.
God damn it.
Dude, I just think it's so dark in government, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had this thought. Washington, D.C. is the most unpatriotic place in America. Like, the most non-American place.
Like, just
everyone there, they're all such scumbags, the politicians.
It's Hollywood for ugly people, bro.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And the true patriots, they
Hollywood.
weed out and ruin.
I know.
Or they kill if they have to, because, dude, it's fucked up, dude. Our government... I don't know, man. I don't know how we can continue on knowing... That's the thing, though, like, perfect time for this virus when the working class is really getting angry all over the world. It's perfect time to shut shit down at the same time.
Yeah, and let's say that is the conspiracy. It's like, damn...
I'm not saying there's no virus or anything. I'm saying the perfect way to use it.
Right. But here's the thing about that. They're playing with fire, dude. Because there's the virus.
Everyone's scared of getting a virus. They're not going to get in the streets.
Right, but the virus is like, it's a good tool and they're using it effectively, but it's a double-edged sword, dude. Because like we were talking about, it brings to light that Bernie is right about all this different shit. You know what I mean? And it also like makes people realize how fragile the system is. and how easily it could even be overthrown and changed in times of crisis. It's
see,
like a double-edged sword where
I
it's
just
like
see how all they have to
fire.
do is put the public into a state of fear and panic, and they can do whatever the fuck they want, dude.
Yeah, for a while. Dude, people only take so much shit for so long.
They control the churches, they control the media, they control most of our politicians, and they have control over the military and police. It's very concerning times. Who are they? I don't know. But there is a they. The deep
reptiles,
state.
bro.
The Bilderberg Group.
Oh, fuck it,
I don't know.
Let's just go
the rich
full
elites, the wealthy elites.
Let's just go full Alex Jones on this channel, guys. That's what we're doing now. They're using palantirs, which are crystal balls, in order to consort with reptilian people through pan-dimensional things, and they're smoking DMT.
You know what this thing is, though? That shit sounds more and more maybe likely every day that you see the fucking shit going on. Like, dude, shit is just so wacky anymore, man.
I know. It is a fucking Twilight Zone episode, man.
Epstein.
Blow me away.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah, our boy Epstein.
I don't know. I just need to say
Do you
one
think
last
he's actually dead?
Epstein? I mean, I actually think there's a great chance he isn't dead. I mean, I don't know how real those photos are of his, supposed dead body.
Yeah.
But the earlobes and nose don't match up. You're like, damn.
Fuck.
They start doing the angle shit and... Like, I don't know.
Either way, there's a conspiracy they're alive or dead.
Well, because, dude, someone like that, here's the reason why I think he could be alive, like, actually. Someone like that would have a kill switch, you would think. Like, if you kill them, all the shit gets released.
Yeah.
So it almost makes sense they would get him out of there.
Unless somehow they figured out the kill switch, somebody sold them out, and then they're like, all right, we can pull the plug on this fuck. I mean, who fucking knows? I'd like
how much would it cost to get me out of an American prison when you're a wealthy billionaire?
A bill.
Elite?
A bill.
Not even.
Just an extra, just to make sure.
Million?
Yeah. I think.
How many years would you go to prison for just like looking the other way as a security guard? How much money would it take?
For me?
You're gonna get like 10 years for fucking off that night.
I'm gonna get 10 years in prison?
Yeah.
How old am I?
Your age right now. 30. Let's go 30.
And I get how much? You're telling me to pick the number?
How much would it take for you? Like the minimal. Like don't go high.
Okay.
Go
minimal.
Low. Like the offer was made
for 10 years.
Yeah, and all you had to do was go out and have a smoke when you shouldn't have.
Which
all you had to do.
Which I probably would do that anyway.
That's all you had to do.
And I get paid for doing something I'm going to do anyway.
But you're going for 10 years for they charge you for something.
Can we get 10 years and then we can get it down to 8?
Yeah, maybe with good behavior. But the thing is, you're going to be involved. You're going to get involved in a lot of bullshit in that prison.
Like what?
You know that one movie where he like gets the OWI and then he goes in and becomes the white nationalist?
Oh God! I have to do all that.
You might have to go through some shit like that.
Some of it, but it's not guaranteed. I could maybe coast it out.
Yeah.
Well, how much would it be for you? And then I'll guess my amount.
10 years.
8 with good behavior, and no guarantee shit will go bad, but there's a chance.
25 million.
Really?
Yeah, 25 million. I'd be like, all right.
God, though, the thing is,
I would just get.
I have my daughter, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Can I? So I'm 30. So she would be 10.
We'll allow the money to be used to assist her
while I'm in,
but you have no control over the account.
But then I don't want her to be left with her mom.
That's the issue.
So getting into my personal things here, but
let's hear about this.
No,
let's hear the money. No, that's what I mean. Let's hear.
Okay, fuck, 50.
50.
I'd have to do 50 because, and the money would be allowed to be used for her shit. Okay, all right, and hopefully I'd be able to make her understand somehow. But she's gonna go to a good college. So, anyway, what? I think there. Fuck, how much time do we have? I wanted to. Fuck it, yeah, let's play. Okay, so talking about all the rigging in the election and shutting down polling stations, right? That would have been a great place to leave this podcast, but I do just want you guys to hear this. Who was this guy in Arizona? He's an Arizona election official, right?
Yeah, I don't even know what to make about this video, dude. Where is it? So disgusting.
Yeah, Arizona election official bizarrely announces poll closings And can you explain just a little bit about what this was, Johnny?
Dude, because of the coronavirus, they announced they're closing down polling stations.
Is doing some great work over there.
So they announced they're closing down polling stations so they can, the ones that they keep open, they can provide with like hand sanitizer and shit.
What?
That's essentially like the excuse.
And then this guy it seems like anyway, this guy had
he knows he's full of shit.
And he seemed like during this he had like a conflict of
why
like,
wouldn't they just delay the election or open up more places to spread it out so there's not a bunch of it just doesn't add up. And he knows it sounds stupid. It's just a way for election voter suppression. And
it's
disturbing that, dude.
And you guys will see, it seems
these
like
people are fucking sick, dude. The people in charge of the I don't know. It's disgusting.
And you know what? With this too, guys, you'll see. It seems like this guy is literally just having like a battle of conscience, like why he's speaking, and he just finally is like.
You can tell he's willing to do some slimy shit usually, but he's like, "Fuck, this is slimy even for fucking me." You
So I got a little respect for the guy just being like, "Fuck it, dude." Okay, so here we go. Let's play this for you guys.
I don't know. Here, let's watch.
So I just want to let everyone know that we've been working very diligently the last several months to implement the Board of Supervisors approved Election Day and emergency voting plan. But in the last several weeks, there have been some issues with us being able to identify enough supplies, whether those be cleaning supplies, and then we also had some polling locations fall out over the last few weeks. So last night with the board, we made the board made a decisive action to approve a plan and give me the direction to be able to reduce the number of voting locations that we would then be able to provide those voters and those voting locations with the supplies they need, those cleaning supplies, those sanitation supplies that we can then disinfect those high-touch surfaces in those polling locations. So those voters, if they wanted to vote in person, they'd be able to have that polling location be available to them, and then our poll workers would be able to make sure that all those high-touch surfaces were cleaned. So what this plan does is that we had 229 polling locations available prior to the plan, and then after the board's vote, I went and performed an analysis to make sure that all those voters had 151 vote anywhere vote centers. We are taking this from those voters had 41 voting locations before these 151.
This is worse, I remember.
Now they have 151 vote locations that they can choose from. And then with that, we're also going to be providing those voters with the options and the ability to...
you can just tell it.
can't do this. You can't... What the fuck, dude?
So right at the end, he just goes, "I'm sorry, I can't do this." He just walks up.
Listen to Jimmy for a second.
And so lots of people are because this is bullshit, because it doesn't make logical sense. You to protect people from the coronavirus, you're going to crowd them more together.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't make sense.
Shout out Jimmy Dore. We love you, man. You're one of the reasons why we started doing this.
I'm gonna be fucking pissed if I don't get to see him on May 1st, dude. God damn it.
Yeah, I wish I could go to
But,
that. That's my daughter's birthday,
what the fuck was that? And dude, the guy acted like they had his fucking family hostage or something.
Yeah.
Like, that was just odd. And dude, what is he talking about? They have 200 something stations. It doesn't even make sense if you listen to it on the surface.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck was
he was
that,
trying
dude?
to read a script so bad and he failed terribly.
And I love the like words he uses. Like, we've been working I hate the dude.
That fucking double speak.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So guys, we live in a democracy and everything's fine. Okay, so we got to get John Boy out of here. So we're gonna shut this bitch down. But you know what, guys? As always, super fun hanging out with you, and that was a lot of fun this time, Johnny. I had a good time just fucking talking speculative shit.
It's a good time, but I'm depressed, dude.
Yeah, I mean, me too. But
the thing is, dude, my heart was broken in 2016, and it was never.
There's nothing left to break.
I knew they'd never let us get this, man.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to sound like a really negative, but it's just like.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to leave it on a negative note.
Got to try. And I think it's my whole goal for the Bernie Sanders shit was to, try to win, but if we weren't going to win and they were going to rig it, to expose to more people in the broader public that they're rigging elections and stealing shit from us.
And that's
unfortunately going to be what it is.
And you know what, Johnny? I'm glad that you rounded that out with something a little bit positive. And it's a small positive, but here's the thing. This, like I said, I think on another podcast, this is a war. And it's a war for the rest of our lives. It's never going to end. And you know what? We didn't get the big fucking victories that we wanted and needed in 2016 and now. But we still won a lot of battles, and people are unplugging more and more every day. We see how weak the system is. And you know what? This keeps going. And eventually, it's going to fucking blow, dude. All right? So keep fighting, guys. Don't fucking give up. Ever. We can make our movement get to the next space if we don't give up. And you know what? Even if no matter what, we're going to lose, better to be on the fucking right side of history, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look. Yep. I'd rather fall on my fucking sword. But anyway, like I said, nice hanging out with you guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Like, share, help us grow. The biggest thing you can do to support the podcast is subscribe to our Patreon. I've got all my written work on there, poetry, flash fiction, short stories. We've gotten like 3 new $3 patrons over the last few days. Guys, even if you can only give $3, if 100 people give $3, that's over our $200 limit, and we'll start doing another podcast for our patrons. We're trying to make that happen. Special shout out to Connor Washington, Josh DeWald, and Margaret Hoyos for their $25 donations to the podcast. We've got that set aside, and we're going to use any donations we get for the show to buy another microphone, buy another camera, so we can start taking guests in person again. So if you want to do that, you can go to paypal.me/entitledmillennials. The Patreon is patreon.com/double_D. To further support the podcast, as always, you guys know you can check out our sponsor, Bingley's Teas, at janeaustenteas.com. There you can find high-end teas handpicked and mixed by the lovely Miss Julia. Or visit Julia in person at 118 East 26th Street, suite number 208, to satisfy that deep tea addiction and to be taken on a tea tour of the world. All right, guys, as always, it's been nice hanging out with you. Love you. We'll see you later. Bye.